See, the way this game work is you have to get with a man who ain't used to dating bad.
The issue with red pill or manosphere content is the focus. The focus of red pill content should be on men and what men need to work on and what men need to change. Unfortunately, that is not the focus. The focus is on women and what they need to do better. Until the focus of red pill content is on Chris and not Keisha, you won't see any change. And that's why you see these online communities getting larger and larger with more and more men consuming the content and more people making the content, but you aren't seeing men really making any strides as a result of consuming the content. The fact of the matter is, if you are going to make changes, you need to focus on you and what you need to work on and not women and what they need to work on. That's why I put that clip at the beginning, because a lot of guys are using that clip to talk about what's wrong with the woman. When in actuality, real red pill, real men-focused content should be focusing on the men. The focus should be on men and why do you have such a low self-esteem or low self-worth that you even put yourself in that situation? The woman said in the video that out of 100 dudes, she could find 4 that'll go for it. The focus of men-focused content should be talking to the 4. Why are you putting yourself in that situation? That's the issue with red pill content. It is not men-focused, it's woman-focused. It gives men the opportunity to point the finger and to blame and to vent. But it does not force them or influence them to grow and to change. It does not hold men accountable at all. That's the problem. That's the issue of red pill content. All it does is give you a reason to point the finger at somebody else and to delay the process that you need to go on to work on yourself. That's the issue. For example, instead of having all this focus on women who go on these expensive dates or get flued out by men that they know they don't like, the focus should be on the man. And what is it going on with you that you are spending all this money on a woman who hasn't shown any clear interest in you? What is going on with your self-worth? What is going on with your self-esteem? Why are you making the choices that you're making? Instead of focusing on, oh, this woman, she's bad and she keep me from the kid, the focus should be on what circumstances led up to you choosing that woman? Why did you reproduce with that woman? And why can't you find a happy medium with this woman that you are no longer with? The focus is not on men's accountability. The focus is not on men's self-worth, men's self-esteem, men's worth ethic, men accomplishing anything, men moving forward, men's selection process, men's maturity. It's not focused on any of those things. And that's why you don't see any growth, because all it's focused on is what's wrong with Keisha and not what Chris needs to be doing. When you see a clip of a woman saying that you have to find a man who's not used to dealing with attractive women so that you can take advantage of him, your reaction should not be, oh, let's talk about this woman. No, your reaction should be, let's have a conversation as men as to what's going on with our self-worth and our self-esteem to where we put so much value into the attractiveness of the woman, so much so that we'll deal with anything. The conversation should be with men about how it doesn't matter how the woman looks, your standard is your standard. What you stand for is what you stand for. The conversation should be with men that a woman's looks does not determine your morality or your standards or your self-worth. That's what the conversation should be if you really want to help men. But once again, if you want to trauma bond, if you want to cope, if you want to sit in a circle jerk and complain, then that's when you start to make videos about, oh, look at this woman. That don't help nobody.